Hello, beautiful one. Hello, hello. Back in my car. Many of you who follow me on YouTube have been with me a long time, and you remember when the videos started in my car. So here we are. So I wanted to just come in here and offer an understanding that's been coming in for me lately, and that is the vibrational shift that we're in right now, like an update of what I'm experiencing and acknowledging and witnessing with the clients I have from all over the planet, and their feedback to really give us a solid understanding, if you will, of what is taking place. So we can look at what we are shown, and we can see one space of reality. But that is not what is the core energy of the truth of the reality of the collective of humanity. And why do I say that? Because there is energy at play that is not the core truth energy. It is not the essence of humanity, but it is at play. It is in motion, and its objective is to become the core energy. It is to become the truth. And it is not in a space in which it is doing well with that. Humanity has moved into a new space of its consciousness. So you as an individual, a human in this now timeline, you individually are in a new space of you energetically that affects the collective. The whole collective. There are also sub-collectives, so smaller groups of collectives within the whole collective. That could be your family unit is a collective. Your friend unit is a collective. If you're in my Acasma family of light and you participate on my YouTube channel, my other social outlets, you are in the Acasma collective. There are various collectives within the whole collective, if you will. Now, those individual collectives, we have more functioning at a higher consciousness than we have ever had in the history of humanity, which is affecting the collective as a whole. And so we can see this in many ways. We can see this in a lot of the personal content that is shared from all over the planet on social outlets, and it is allowing us to get a genuine view of what is taking place. And we can also understand and glean this from the feedback we get from our friends, our family, our own inner knowing, and I have it coming in from clients all over the planet and students of my courses and individuals who are in the Acasma Planet of Light and Healing Grid. They are bringing forth the evidence. They are bringing forth the evidence of the true shift of consciousness in humanity. And many ask me, will we be taken to a new earth because we are living in that higher vibration? And does everybody get to go, and how does that work? And I don't claim to be in any way a master of this understanding, but I can share what I feel and know in my being and my understanding from my higher self, my God space. And that is that it's all energy, it's all vibration. So a being, a human being, will not live in a space that is not in alignment with their vibration. It's just the way the system is set up. You are energy. You vibrate via your thoughts, your words, your feelings, and your actions. So as those things begin to align more for you, because many times we can think one way and feel another way and act a totally different way. Many times we can think successfully and we can feel successfully, but then we don't act successfully. So that is a misalignment of the wholeness of the being. That is an incoherence of their energy. Does that mean that they can't be successful? No, they can be, but it means it won't be as a fluid, optimal state for them. They might have to work harder at it to align it and to sustain it, because it's all energy. And that's just one example. But everything you think, everything you feel, everything you say, and everything you do are what design and align your outer experiences. So it all is in existence. You're just aligning it via dialing in with your being. So the collectives within the whole have dialed in much higher consciousness than we have ever seen before, and they are vibrating at a higher rate of consciousness. So that's a faster spin of energy, if you will. Not perfect words, but just allow. Those individuals are going to experience what we call New Earth, because that is the alignment they have made. Now, those that are still living in a system that is anchored more in those slower vibrations, and this is not judgment, this is science, this is the way in which the God space set up the system, but those slower vibrations are going to be energies that anchor in fear. They're energies that anchor in separation, division, guilt, shame. And as long as those individuals are emanating, thinking, feeling, speaking, and living, or any of those spaces of their being, or aligning with those vibrations, that is the reality line they are creating an alignment with. So the sum up of all of this is we are living in a higher space of consciousness than we ever have before. Not everybody is living there yet, but more are than ever before. This is formulating and anchoring the alignment of the new earth. And some feel as if they've been living there for a while. They feel like they are getting glimpses of what's happening on the other reality line, if you will, the other earth, the other plane of existence, the other dimension. They're getting glimpses and knowings, and they see stuff in whatever outlet socially, or you have to be mindful of words you use. Okay, but the thing is those people are functioning, they are living from love, they are living from their God space, their wholeness. They know their I am is there within them. They are not separate, and they come from unity, and they don't do anything from fear. They live from peace. So those people are experiencing the new earth, and they are actually the ones anchoring it. They are anchoring it for the rest who are shifting. And then some may not shift in what we see as this now, because it's not consciously aligned for them. The increment of energetic vibration that it would take for them to make that alignment is just too big. And so they need another life experience or more life experience to gain what it is they have come in here to gain, to move into the next space of their consciousness. The energy is the key. And if one's consciousness is not opened to the understanding of that space of vibration, it cannot live in that space of vibration. It has to be aligned. And we align by living and experiencing, remembering our wholeness, choosing consciously that which is important based on the wisdom we gain from every experience. And that is how we expand. And that's what consciousness does. And Earth is a very special space in which expansion can happen in really big ways. And many of us are here on Earth to assist humanity in that expansion. We're here to be the ones that anchor in the new alignment and strengthen that anchor and strengthen that alignment so more and more can catch on, can come in, can expand, can open up, can remember. So if you are one of those, thank you unendingly for what you are doing and for who you are being, for the love you are shining, and for the life you are living, to choose consciously every single day your highest and greatest good. And for those of you who are listening to this and thinking that there's something here that resonates with you, that feels aligned with you, but you want to understand more, you want to know more, check out my content. There's a lot here, and I talk about, there's one called What Does It Mean to Be Quantum, or Quantum Being. I'll try to put the link below in the description. That's a good one. That's a good one to help everyone understand their being on a quantum level. But this is offered in love to all who resonate. It's beautiful to connect with you again, and I want to continue to get on here as much as possible. So thank you for your support and your love. And for any who are interested to work with me more, I have my Patreon platform. It starts as low as $7 a month, and you get a custom meditation that I make just for my Patreons every month, and you get to be in a personal group chat I have with my patrons. Then there are other tiers and levels. I do classes on the weekends that are included in there in different tiers. A group energy transmission session. There's just so much there. There's a link below the video in the description. You can check it out, the Patreon link. And there's actually a video on my Patreon channel that's available to everyone. Right on the front page, just have to scroll a bit. And it has a beautiful energy session in it that I offer to all. And so you don't even have to join my Patreon. You can check it out, experience that beautiful energy session, maybe leave a comment that you experienced it. Just let me know what you thought. But I love connecting with you. I love connecting with each and every one of you. I think it's Blue Clarity went and found me on IG. So thank you for doing that. They missed me on YouTube here, and they went and found me on IG. That was really, really beautiful. A blessing to me. Thank you. And thank you, I think it might be Shonne, S-H-O-N-N-E. You, Divine One, thank you for joining and being a Patreon. Corey, thank you for being a Patreon. Holly, thank you for being a Patreon. So many of you. Thank you for being my patrons and for supporting my work, joining me on this path of expansion. Unending blessings upon you, Divine One. Unending.